Okay, so we are back and we have unlocked the XIII system. This is Final Fantasy XIII's method of leveling up, but in 13.2 it's different and improved in comparison to the first game, because we have the ability for uniqueness. You can see that there's small and big orbs, and the big orbs usually have different bonuses, better bonuses, so it's better to give those to the class that you're focusing on. So right now I'll be giving the smaller orbs for Sarah to Sentinel, while giving the big ones to Ranger and Commando, since they're more than likely going to be your two biggest classes. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, and now we move on to Null. And that's us done for now. So, as we saw in the cutscene in the last episode, everyone saw that it was a bit too hard to believe that Lightning could still be alive. And it's just strange to think that Lightning was in Cocoon, in Ragnarok, when the thing froze, the crystal pillar came, because that was mainly Fang and Vanille. So it doesn't even make sense for Lightning to be in there as well, because then, like, Fang and Vanille were a main group, well, a main couple sort of thing, so having Lightning in there doesn't even make that much sense to the story. But it's interesting to see the fact that they actually had Lightning sort of killed off at the end of the first one.
You were up late last night, Mackie. Big project?
Project? Yeah, I was, working on something for Snow. That thing, you know.
Now let's go around and just talk to the members of Nora to see what they have to say.
Hey Sarah, listen, what's the deal with you and that Noel guy anyway?
If I said I was going with him, would you stop me?
Let you run off with some con artist? I'd beat him half to death first.
So, you're just taking him at his word? He says he's from the future, but where's the proof?
I guess you're right. It's just hard after I had that dream about lightning. You know what I mean?
Nope, that's not everyone yet. Let's talk to LeBrew and then we'll talk to Noel to see what he has to say.
Morning.
LeBrew was injured saving me yesterday. She looks fine this morning. So how do I respond? Good morning.
Good morning, LeBro.
Nice to see you finally perked up a bit. We were getting worried about you, don't you know?
Well, it's about time I started looking ahead. I won't get anywhere feeling sorry for myself.
So true, Sarah. Stay lighthearted and don't feel too sad. Sadness will hold you back.
Let's meet outside once you're ready, okay?
Okay, let's meet outside.
Sarah, wait up for me.
All this this talk about artifacts and gates and time travel, to be honest, I don't know if I'm ready to believe it.
Sarah, there's still so much I don't understand myself. If we can actually find an artifact, then I'll know what I've been saying is true. And once we open the gate, you'll be able to put some of your doubts to rest as well. So what do you think? Will you search for the answers with me?
The Muggle's Bauble. When searching for artifacts and treasure spheres, pay attention to the Muggle's Bauble. It will glow when in the vicinity of special items and other treasures. Find the place to trigger the Muggle's Bauble and examine the uncovered treasure using A.
Give me a chance and I'll prove that it's true.
So, let's look for an artifact with that big, glowing
Looks like
objective
Mog
mark.
has found something.
So
Check it out.
subtle.
What?
Is that the artifact?
This is Lightning's knife. I keep it in my room, but how did it get out here? Hey, look there. Snow!
Sarah!
Come on.
Okay.
It's her knife. I found it near the base of the pillar.
Snow.
Sarah, I'm sorry. She must be inside the pillar. Lightning's holding up Cocoon, along with Vanille and Flame.
Wait, what are you talking about? She was right here a second ago. I saw her. We talked. She gave us her blessing. I won't forget that moment. Lightning was happy. Happy that Snow and I were getting married. She laughed and said congrats.
Sarah.
But then,
Sarah.
all of a sudden, Lightning disappeared. She was gone, like she was never there to begin with. No one else remembered her smiling and laughing. No one but me.
All your friends think your sister is inside that pillar.
I was scared. People said I was dreaming. They said I was just making up stories so that I didn't have to face the truth.
Listen, Sarah, your memories are the truth. Lightning is alive. The question is, why are you the only one who remembers?
Perhaps I saw a different future.
You're talking about another possibility. A world that might have been.
Does such a world exist? A place where my sister is still alive? Weird. The knife looks like it's been polished.
Maybe someone was cleaning it out here and then forgot about it. I don't think this is our artifact, though.
Okay, so let's look around the village and talk to people to see what's happening. And maybe get a clue on where this artifact may be.
You know, I was thinking, if Noel here really is from the future, He must be pretty curious about this time period.
That's true. We should probably explain a few things.
I'm all ears.
We were all born and raised on Cocoon. But 3 years ago, our home basically fell out of the sky. We couldn't rely on the broken foul sea anymore. So, most of us made the decision to move to Pulse.
Weren't there millions of people living on Cocoon? It must have been pretty cramped.
Well, it was. But on Pulse, we had to deal with new hardships, like vicious monsters and a lack of provisions.
Sounds like a rough time.
Yeah. But eventually things settled down, and some former military types helped get things organized. Now there's a growing town at the base of Cocoon's pillar. The guys who used to be in charge are long gone.
How did you end up in this place then?
Our leader, Snow, suggested we live somewhere near the ocean. We used to live in a seaside town on Cocoon, so it was like we were rebuilding our home. Snow and the rest of us were used to fighting monsters and getting our hands dirty. So we pretty much settled back into our old way of life.
Snow's not around right now, so we do the best we can. But if Lightning were back, everything would be so much better.
So for everyone here, your sister being gone is the reality. Odd.
See, that's no one looking out for everyone in the village, being the hero we all know him to be.
Look, I think Mog has found something.
But that's just a cat. Oh, and it's with the one we keep at Nora House. Wait, the cat isn't an artifact, is it?
No, I don't think so. Maybe the cat could have picked up the artifact.
Okay, let's see what Mog is on the trail of.
After her!
Stay on her, Mog.
Exciting times in Final Fantasy XIII-2, chasing a cat.
Snow, so this is where you got to. And the artifact isn't here, huh?
Snow?
Kupo? Oh yeah, she's my pet. Kupo? Huge found her and brought her home.
Hey, I don't see why not.
I think we should keep her too. Just as long as she doesn't make a mess in my workshop. Hey, girl.
Are you sure you can look after her?
Can't we all do it? I mean, we are one big family, right?
Yeah, right.
Mac, you'll do it.
You too.
Thanks. She's adorable.
She really does have a favorite.
I thought I could hide it from them, but they knew. They saw right through me. I'd lost Lightning, and then Snow. But those guys, they really tried to cheer me up.
Oh.
Oh.
So it hasn't been all bad.
No, not at all. Life is harder here compared to back on Cocoon. But everyone sticks together. Even in the tough times, we have each other. That helps.
Those friends of yours are like family, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes. But it's only part of a family. It just doesn't feel whole without my sister, you know?
If it's what you really want, one day you'll be together again. We're way off track.
Where else should we look?
Mog, help us out here.
Look, the Moogle's reacting to the kids.
Yeah, I don't think he's just looking. You grow vegetables?
What? You mean you don't?
Well, the soil is barren. Nothing will grow at all. We have to survive by hunting. It's that or starve.
Yesterday, you said you were the last of humanity. What did you mean?
Just what I said. When I was born, there were fewer humans in the world than live in this village. After a while, I was the only one left.
You mean it was the end of the world?
Yeah. And let me tell you, I still can't get over seeing so many people all at once. But you know, I think the future can be changed.
We have some very sad story elements here for the characters. Like, Noel virtually grew up with no one, and now it's like Sarah is losing everyone that she had. So a lot of hope's riding on this story to hope it resolves the characters' problems, but I'm sure it will. Let's stay optimistic. Like, we'll get that happy ending that they deserve.
Good morning. These are my students. I teach their classes.
A school teacher, huh?
Right! I'm so glad you're all safe. Yeah. Now, did everyone do their homework?
I did mine, because I didn't want you getting mad at me like the last time.
Seems like you'd be soft on kids, but you're pretty strict, huh?
Hey, not that bad. No, come on. You know, I'm only strict because my teacher was strict. Lightning must have rubbed off on me.
My grandmother was a teacher too. She taught me everything I know. She taught me about Grand Pulse and its history.
Do you know what happens next?
Well, I'm still not sure this place is the past world of my time. But assuming it is, chaos rains down on Cocoon. And the disaster in the prophecy comes to...
What's wrong?
It's weird. It's like my memories are slipping away from me. Sorry, I don't mean to be cryptic. I'll let you know if it comes back to me.
That's the kid I was looking for. I knew my eyes weren't playing tricks on me.
It's Maggie! I better get out of here!
Kids can be so cruel.
Let's follow him.
It's a bit rude what they said to Sarah. Like, granted, I have a few teachers in my school who I would gladly call a lot worse.
What are you
But
running from?
if they were going through some hard times, I wouldn't exactly make it worse for them. Like, have a bit of sympathy, kids, come on. One time. Okay, back into battle. With some new enemies. Weak enemies.
Here! Wish they were all that easy.
Very true, no. But if they were that easy, we wouldn't be getting experience. Now. Okay, clearly this kid has done something wrong to Maki. Ending that battle. Let's see what he's done. Nice.
Aha!
There, now we've got you.
Miss Farron?
Listen up,
mister, and you listen good. Start talking or your homework gets tripled.
No! Please! Please! Anything but that!
Not exactly making friends, are we?
I hate kids.
What have you been up to, young man? Why don't you talk to Miss Farron,
You're kind of scaring me.
I think you just completely creeped him out.
Get him even more.
Why did you run away? I promise I won't get mad if you tell me.
I know you say you won't get mad at me, but I can't tell you. I don't want to get yelled at.
The kid was trying to get away from Mackie. I bet you anything he was up to no good.
You were running from Mackie, weren't you? Did you do something you weren't supposed to?
I was watching him work on the robots, and then I saw it and I just couldn't help myself.
This ought to be good. And then what happened?
I hope you're not misbehaving. It makes me sad when my students don't behave.
I'm sorry, Miss Farron. Guess I'll own up. The truth is, I stole something from Mackie.
And that's why he was chasing you?
What did you take?
This necklace. It belongs to you, doesn't it?
Hey, wait! What was he doing with this anyway?
That belongs to Mackie, doesn't it?
No, it's mine. It's a reminder of a promise a good friend made me.
Sarah, I believe you. Your sister's alive. She's out there somewhere.
Thank you, Snow.
Here, you hang on to this for a while. When I come back, it'll be with Lightning. Then there's no way she can say no to us getting married.
Okay.
Okay.
And that was the last time I saw Snow. The memories I had of Lightning standing on the plain beneath Cocoon. He was the only one who believed. Believed them enough to do something. That's why I've been waiting here.
And doing nothing, right? Lightning and Snow are long gone, but you still sit here and wait. Why didn't you go after them?
I have faith in Snow. He is a hero after all.
And has that faith been enough? Neither of you want to be apart, yet here you are alone.
Don't you think I know that?
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But you tell me, what good is a hero if he's never around?
Okay, so now we continue our search for the
It
artifact.
wasn't the artifact after all.
Are you losing your judgment?
This game is a bit slow to start up, but once it actually gets into it, it gets really into it. But we have found our artifact. XIII-2. Sorry if you heard that, that was my dog.
No artifact yet, huh?
No, instead, my things are showing up in places they shouldn't be.
I wonder if someone's trying to mess with us.
I doubt it. No one here would do something like that.
I guess not. Unless they think they're doing the right thing.
It might not be a person at all. I mean, with time and space being warped everywhere, anything could happen, really.
Right. And that's how your things ended up out here? It's not a bad theory. Okay, so maybe we should ask if anyone else is missing stuff.
Let's head to the house and find out. That mirror, it was never there before.
Hey, check it out.
Wait. Okay, what is that? How did that happen?
It's a twist in time. Something that doesn't belong.
Yeah.
I think this is an artifact.
We found an artifact, just as Noel said we would. Does this mean everything else he said is true? Did he really meet lightning in Valhalla? Maybe. Once I step through the gate, I'll be leaving my friends, my students, and the village for who knows how long. Can you tell me, Lightning? Do I dare believe this man?
Okay, now we just have to head for the gate.
I don't get it. What was that artifact doing in the mirror?
Okay, so now that we finally got the artifact, we head for the gate
Well,
and see where we
the mirror
go.
must have belonged to someone else in the past. Or the future. Wherever it came from. It didn't belong here.
If you ever need a good meal, you just come on back here. There's a Nora special with your name on it.
Thank you, LeBro.
I'm going to take this artifact and open that gate. But you still don't trust me, do you? I can see it in your eyes. If there's anything you're wondering about or don't believe, just ask, and I'll try to explain.
Well, there is one thing. What is it you want, exactly?
A future that has people in it. I lived at the end of days. I was the very last child to be born. As I grew up, everyone I knew died, one by one, until eventually it was just me. All their dreams fell on my shoulders. I was their last hope. It was too much, so I left. Sure, maybe I couldn't go home again. Maybe I couldn't make everyone happy. But at the very least, I could rebuild a future where everyone could survive. So I went through the gate. I wasn't thinking very clearly then. I had a dream, but I didn't think it all out. I didn't know what it really meant. But once I got here and saw how you and your friends live in this village, I knew my dream could come true. In Valhalla, your sister gave me a chance. She gave me hope. The future can be changed. That's what she told me, and I believe her.
Crystal Cocoon looks so beautiful in my opinion. Anyway,
Thank you, Noel.
I think we
Thank
can
you
go
for
around
telling
and
me that.
talk to others, but I don't think anyone has anything really interesting to say.
You want to take a moment to say goodbye before we leave?
Thanks. I think I'm okay.
Nah, I don't think I'll talk to anyone, so let's just go on to the gate.
If
you're heading
ignore.
to the gate, try the shortcut along the shore. You can use the mountain path too, now that it's not blocked.
I have a lot of sympathy for Noel. Oh my god, I'm not gonna make this. Sweet. I have a lot of sympathy for Noel. Like, he was literally last human on Earth.
The gate is where the meteorite fell. So we should head towards
He
Cocoon,
has to
right?
go back in time now to
It must be strange.
save
to have
humanity,
all this
basically.
walking over you.
Because apparently the fall of Cocoon resulted in the end of the world. So he's basically a savior, sort of.
There's still monsters around.
I should really be counting these enemies now that I think about it. Okay, from here on in, random battles will be fought because once we get to the gate, we actually have a boss fight to do. So, yeah. But who knows where this artifact will bring us in the gate. Maybe it will bring us to Lightning, although very unlikely because that would be a very, very short game. Who knows, maybe we'll see some areas from the first game, like Sunlit Waterscape, I think. That's what it's called. Or who knows? We'll see.
You mean like your friends and the way they act? Understandable, though. Guess it's not every day someone like me drops in from the future unannounced.
No, even before that. Everything's been off for the last 3 years, ever since Lightning disappeared.
Okay, so here we go with this. Here we go with this fight again. We need to build that stagger gauge up because Noel is doing no damage at all. Yeah, it's basically the same fight, but only we need to stagger him now. It's not more out of convenience, but it's a necessity to actually do any damage. Because he has 4,000 HP, and we're doing 6 damage. That is not enough.
Work with me!